Hi everyone, welcome to Group E of the Arrow 16. My name is Big Fan, I'm your caster. Today we will be having a ZVZ. So it'll be the only one for the whole Arrow 16. So our Zerg, Jaedong, no need for introductions. Now at this point in time, Jaedong's ZVZ was going to be extremely well known in the scene, and there weren't many players who were on his level. So we will see what his opponent will be able to do as opponent Luxury. So as mentioned, Luxury is his opponent. In terms of ZVZ prowess, he was extremely also well known as well. I was looking at some stats just earlier on in comparison for both of these guys, and Jaedong was something like 85% and Luxury was about 72%. So both of them have pretty insane ZVZ strats. Obviously Jaedong at this point did have a bit of an advantage, but it also would not surprise me one bit if Luxury was able to grab a game or even win the series basically. So point is, I wouldn't sell any of these players short. Either one could definitely win this. The game is about to get started. First game is going to be on Zodiac, fighting So our white Zerg, 3 o'clock position, is going to be none other than Luxury. And the purple Zerg at the 12 o'clock position is going to be Jaedong, the Tyrant. So I'm personally interested to see how both of these players open up on this map. They are pretty close by air. Keep in mind, from this position, I do prefer Luxury's position, like spawns, just because the back of the minerals for Jaedong is towards the edge of the map there. So essentially, my point is that it's probably easier for Luxury to come in and have mute or harass and escape, compared to Jaedong having to dive in a little further in to get the drones. But of course, that will also come down to how well both of them will execute their builds and who has the better micro as well, and if it even goes that far. So far, no deviations from either one of them. There's a chance that they may both go for the hatchery first. Likewise, there's always a chance that one or both may also go for an overpull. Now we see from Jaedong and Luxury, both of them so far have made drones as well. So it looks like it might be just the hatch first on both of them. And that's pretty funny. Oh, look, no, never mind. So it looks like it's actually the overpull from Luxury. Oh, and it looks like it's the overpull as well from Jaedong with the gas coming in as well. Now, one thing to mention here is you guys can see the Overlord for Luxury is making its way inside Jaedong's base, so he's going to know the openings that Jaedong has. So this will obviously put Jaedong at a bit of a disadvantage because his Overlord is on the other side of the map. So what this means is that Luxury will know how many Zerglings Jaedong has made. He will know what kind of moves Jaedong is doing. In the meantime, Jaedong doesn't really have a clue at this point unless he sends a drone out. But every drone is valuable in ZVZ. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Jaedong is even getting an in-base hatchery as well. In the meantime, Luxury does have the hatchery on the actual on-point, so at the expansion. It looks like this will actually get scattered soon by Jaedong. The thing is, and he's getting the layer first as well. So you can see the Jaedong is aware now of the hatchery there. He does have an idea what he's playing up against, and they both have the 2 Zerglings coming out as well. So one thing to mention is obviously as the game goes on, if Luxury is able to get some drones onto the expansion and start mining it, even with a couple of drones, it will help things in terms of the economy as well, like income wise. But essentially what's going to come down to is how both of these players react right now, basically. Because once the layer is done, I fully expect that they both will put down their spires. And I fully expect a stream of Zerglings from either player as well to kind of right before the Miras come in, because they're going to also be saving up some of their gas too, right? So it's yeah. So Spires down from Jaedong, and the Spires down from Luxury. So timing-wise, they're honestly pretty close to each other. We did see the one drone being made by Luxury, but he's also making now non-stop links as well. And looks like speed is done, and I believe speed is done as well for Jaedong. Yep. So one question I wonder, we do see the overload over Jaedong's base, so Luxury obviously will know that he is making Zerglings. I do wonder though if Luxury knows how many Zerglings there are. Because Jaedong had the overload right on top of the Zerglings for Luxury, so he knows how many there is. Oh, but I do see another overload there. So, okay, so he must have an idea at least that there is quite a bit out there. So this is pretty interesting from what Jaedong is doing. So it looks like he might be planning to run a couple of Zerglings towards the bottom, and then once the Zerglings engage somewhere in the middle of the map, he might run those 4 Zerglings into the main of Luxury, just trying to snipe a couple of drones. Pros have done this, and I believe the Zerglings are actually all the way at the bottom. You can see near the... Yeah, so this is not a bad idea. Now obviously the Mules can potentially catch this as well. They can catch a couple of Zerglings, but that's assuming that they don't go straight towards Jaedong's main. There is a lot of Zerglings on Luxury's side, honestly. Oh, this is pretty interesting. Okay, so, oh wow, wow, and he gets the first Muta as well. The second Muta is actually having to retreat. Now it looks like this Muta could potentially be saved depending on how many Mutas are coming in. I believe we still need a bit more to get more successful, but looks like... Oh, wow, that was beautifully done by Jaedong. 2 meters, fantastically done. That basically helps him quite a bit. Oh, and you can see what I mean. Like, there's what? 3 meters to 5? Did I see 5 there? Maybe it's 4? Oh! Oh, this was pretty bad for Jaedong. He was definitely got a bit caught. But now is now what? The 4 meters to the 2 or to 4 to the 3? So Jaedong does have a minor advantage there. But keep in mind, there is that one drone mining gas there for Luxury, so that will definitely help him. But Jaedong is trying to basically clear up the map with the overlords. But this will open up a chance for Luxury to come in honestly and snipe some drones. And I don't know about this. Now there is some Scourge there, and oh, this was well done. So that's 1 down. He's probably gonna get a second 1 down, but this will also give a chance for these Mutas to come back as well. So Jaedong is honestly playing this really well, but he should definitely. Oh, he doesn't want to lose but that is quite a lot of Zerglings coming in. Now, Jaedong does have a bit of Zerglings up his ramp as well, so Luxury won't be able to do much. He will have to pull back, and you can see what I mean. There is 4 Zerglings coming into towards Luxury's base. The Mules are going to be back to stop this, but if he at least can get 1 drone, I would say this is definitely worth it. Now you can see there's barely any Zerglings being killed by the Mules, so there is quite a bit here. So he should be able to get at least 1 drone, and this is going to force a huge counter attack from Jaedong, because everything is going to be coming back to try and defend this. And what this means is that Jaedong can definitely again advantage them, because a lot of the units will be split up. And that's exactly what's happening here, and even the Mules are engaging as well. So Jaedong is going. Wow. Okay, so overwhelming advance at this point. Now there is more Mutas. I feel like Jaedong should probably pull a bit back here, because the Zerglings are taking a lot of damage from the Mutas, especially at the ramp, and this kind of target the hatch, which he is doing. So not a bad idea. So looks like. Oh, okay. So it looks like 2 Zerglings survive. The hatch is in the red as well. I do wonder how many units are being made. I wonder if it's gonna actually go down. So it looks like the hatch might actually really go down. It's gonna be really close. And oh wow, it looks like actually Luxury feels in trouble. So he's actually going to be just he's gonna leave the hatch basically. Oh wow, and this swings things complete to Jaedong's advantage, because losing the hatchery means that that's less production for Luxury, on top of the fact that he could have used it later on. He was using it to get a bit of gas income, to get greater gas income. And on top of that, Jaedong does have the Muta micro. So looks like in this case, they both might just wipe themselves out, but Jaedong is definitely in an advantageous situation. GG. GG. Well played, Jaedong. Well played. Great game. We'll have to see if Luxury is able to bounce back in the second match. So match 2 is about to get started. This match will be played on Blue Storm, fighting. So our green Zerg in the top right is going to be none other than Luxury. And purple Zerg, bottom left, is going to be none other than Jaedong. So Jaedong wins this, he moves on to the next round. Luxury wins this, we will have a game 3. So ZVZ on Blue Storm, I don't personally believe I've seen a lot of games, a lot of ZVZ on this map specifically. It'll be interesting to see if they'll actually repeat the game from Zodiac, whether they go for the pool openers or if they both try something like a 12 hatch here. I personally believe either one is viable, although something like an overpool might be one of the safer options. We'll have to see what both of them will try. And because there's only 2 spawns, at least it's a little easier to scout your opponent. You don't have to scout around like the Zodiac, basically. And in this case, it'll be information-wise. Jaedong will know what Luxury is doing, and same thing for Luxury as well. Looks like we see the overpull from Jaedong, and it's right before the overpull pops. On the other hand, looks like Luxury is squeezing in 2 more drones, so he might actually be going for the hatchery first. So overpull with gas. Yeah, that's what it looks like it might be. Now, stats for both of these players looks like they've played before, and they actually even at 2-2 right now. So no, it looks like Luxury actually got a slightly delayed pull. So from this situation, even though Jaedong will have the earlier Zerglings and speed, Luxury economy-wise, Luxury is definitely with the better economical position. It might have been something like an overpull versus like a 12 pull or something, 12 pull gas. So economy-wise, I would definitely give it to Luxury in this point. But Jaedong will have the earlier Zergling, but honestly, it's the biggest advantage might be the fact that Jaedong can actually tech up to the lair faster. And we see the hatchery right before the pull is even finished as well. Jaedong will scout this. He will at least have an idea of how things are. Oh, and I kind of like this as well, because he does slip the Zerglings right before the Overlord comes in. So at this point, Luxury doesn't really know what's going on, right? But I personally wouldn't be surprised if Luxury made like 2 or 4 Zerglings, basically like a pair or so. I believe the idea here it might be that Jaedong basically wants to hide the Zerglings from Luxury, so Luxury doesn't know how many Zerglings they are, so it's information warfare. The one thing I do wonder is Jaedong is doing a nice job with those Zerglings on the bottom, but I wonder if he's going to wait until Luxury moves and run in again, because that seems to be quite typical. Nicely done with the Zergling, and speed is done as well, so it actually should be ready before Luxury is going to win. So it looks like he might get the 1 drone. Oh no, he actually just barely saves the drone. Nicely done by Luxury, but another drone is going to go down, and looks like oh, and he's going to be going for the front as well. So this is gonna, we'll see what Luxury's multitasking is like, but there is also a lot of Zerglings here for Luxury too. Jaedong is doing a fantastic job. You can see just how well his control is basically. Look how many Zerglings are left alive, even though the Zergling count was extremely close between both of them. And what this is going to do is this is going to force Luxury to make more and more Zerglings, and that will also delay his Spire if he has to keep trying to make Zerglings. And the question is, Jaedong more than likely will have his Spire honestly up, or at least going up now, because his lures have been done earlier. But Luxury obviously is going to be cleaning this up. And you can see the Spire is almost done for Jaedong. On the other hand, how How many? What's the spy? You can see the spy is. Oh, and you see the evil chamber is going down. So Luxury knows and he sees it basically. The sunken is great, and this choke is gonna be buying Jaedong time before the dragons come out. You can kind of see how Jaedong is really using the map to his advantage, just buying so much time. Now there is quite a lot of units coming in from Luxury. Honestly, that's a lot of Zerglings, and Jaedong does feel that he's gonna be building even a second sunken, and I think this is definitely a wise idea. The question is, can he still? And the mules are out as well, so this will help with a bit of the defense. Now the pool is going to be actually get targeted. Oh no, okay, so it looks like he's going to go get the one drone. He's going to get at least a second drone. Is he going to get a third drone as well? Looks like he got a third drone as well. But so, oh, and a fourth drone is going down too. So honestly, four drones to the one drone, but keep in mind Lux does have the 4 drones and what, like 6 drones? 7 drones? On the one hand, building up the Mura count, especially at this point, is definitely advantageous for Jaedong, and you can see he's already up to 4 Muras. So this is going to help him snipe a lot of... So I do still like his position, even though he does have the lower drone count, so worth economy, especially with the fact that he only had a single hatchery. However, keep in mind, those Sunkens will mean that if Luxury does try another run-by, then Jaedong will have a higher chance of withstanding it without losing a lot of his drones. And at the same time, Jaedong is going to be building up his count over and over again, his Mura count. So you can basically see what I mean. Jaedong can just run his drones around, and the 2 Sunkens will basically kill everything. And what happened now? Luxury has just donated all his units. Though one thing in Luxury's advantage is that the Zerglings can definitely keep Jaedong back, because there's enough of them here that even with the 2 Sunkens, he can at least snipe a couple of drones, and that will put Jaedong in an even worse position because he has to remake the drones one or two at a time, depending on how bad his or how much his bank was on. But he does have a nicer drone count now, and he's doing a great job of zoning out the Zerglings. So I feel this is definitely in Jaedong's advantage, but especially with how much Luxury is committing towards the defense as well, and he's only just getting his Spire now. So this expansion is going to go down. Now this is a nice drone. Oh no, actually he does not snipe it. Nice. Oh, okay, so 1 drone goes down, but you know what? 1 drone for like, what, the 7 Zerglings, 8 Zerglings? That's fine. I think this is better and better for Jaedong. And once this goes down, aside from the fact that the hatch is going down, that's income-wise, he's going to have less larva as well. He's going to go down to the one house like Jaedong, but at the same time, he has no Muras. So even if they both continue making units non-stop, Jaedong is going to the Mura count is going to keep going up and up. And even with this, looks like he can probably even honestly raise up the drones at the gas, and that's what he's doing, which is great thing for him. And because of this, Luxury will have to keep using more and more drones to make some spores. And even the position of this, you can kind of see that he can actually strike this without even getting hit. So this spore is going to be denied before it even morphs, or burned after it morphs. And that exposes the pool as well. So if Jaedong wants, he can also even target the pool. And what is Luxury going to do? Right? What is he going to make? If his drones are dying at the gas, he doesn't have a pool anymore. But looks like Jaedong is going to focus on the drones, and I think it's a fantastic idea, because if you curb the gas income, even if he wants to make Muras, he can, and you're already doing a fantastic job zoning the Zerglings out. So honestly, this is Jaedong's game at this point in time. It would not surprise me one bit if Luxury was to GG out once either the pool is done or he feels that he can't come back, basically. Now, it looks like what Luxury might be planning to do is almost a bit of a counter, but Jaedong does sniff this out. He is looking to snipe those Scourge as well. Oh, this was nicely done by Luxury, though, to get the one hit off. But you can kind of see Jaedong's count is Mura count going up and up, and aside from what, I don't even think a single Mura has died. So there you go, the pool's down. So the only units that Luxury can make is either Mutalisks or drones, basically. Now, yeah, and the GG. It was a nice idea by Luxury, but honestly, the Jaedong was just too far ahead. So Jaedong is going to be advancing to the next round.